Okay, so let's go ahead and input in this score some of the Roman numerals. Now, the first thing I want to show you here um, is that there's this key signature here. Now, whenever you're writing in Noteflight, um, you're going to want to use one of the things that's called text. So let's just get rid of all this stuff here, and I'm going to use the text menu, which is right there. All right, so now I can see the text menu. I'm going to expand that menu so I can see all the things. This performance text is going to be your go-to. So whenever you are on a note and you press T, it's going to assume. Do you see how it says that little shortcut T there? I can also press the T. I can also press that if I have a note selected. So I'll press the note. I press T. Notice it assumes that I want it to go above the staff. That's not important right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write B flat. Now if I just write B flat parentheses like that and click somewhere else, it makes a lame looking B and then a little b. We want to have a professional looking flat. Now, Noteflight actually, if you just put B flat with nothing after it, will make it into an official flat. However, there's also another workaround, which is you use this bracket, that bracket, and you write flat. And then it will insert an actual flat. So that's first trick number one. Okay. Now I'm going to just go ahead and drag this over to where I want it to be. Now for writing in Roman numerals like these things here, probably the simplest thing for you to do is to use lyrics. So if I write lyrics, which is la, I'm going to just press on a note here and insert some lyrics. Now if I use a bottom voice, it's going to assume I want the lyric to go underneath. If I use a top voice, it's going to put that lyric above. Let's do below. All right. And here we go. So there's the one chord. Actually, press the lyrics. Here we go. Lyric. One chord. When you press space, it will go to the next lyric. Okay. I'm going to write 5, 4, 3 here. Now there's no way to put a good 4, 3, so I'm going to go back and put a 4, 3 in a minute. 1, 6. You can just write 1, 6. 5, 7. Pretty simple. Here's a 6 chord. Here is 5, 6 of 5. Okay. So these are all things you can just pencil in nicely. And I'm going to put this as a big dominant, and then this is a big 1 chord. Now, if you look closely at what I have written here, I have a whole bunch of kind of fancier things for us to put in. So, first of all, this 4, 3. Let's use that performance text. I'm going to press that note, press T, and I'm just going to write 4, enter 3, and then I'll put it where I want to put it, which is right there. All right, and that's the way that you can make performance text to make inversions like that. Here I have 8, 6, 4. Let's go ahead and I'm pressing T, and I'll go 8, 6, 4. Actually, 8, 6, 5. That's what I wrote. It's actually kind of a weird thing. You don't see that a lot. And then here, notice that this goes down to a fourth. So I'm going to, actually, I'm just going to put -4 here because it's kind of close. All right. And that's actually kind of easy to do. Now, if you need a space in something, you can actually use the plus sign, and it will put a space instead of the plus sign. Watch. That didn't work. I guess it will only work on the edge of a oh, it only works in lyrics. Sorry, you can put an actual space. If you're in a lyric and you actually need a space, like let's say I needed 5, 6 over space 5, you can put a plus in and it will interpret that as a space. All right. Let's keep going. And now I'm going to put in this 5, this 7, and this 3. So let's go ahead and just put the 5 and the 7 and the 3. And now I can drag these around. So the 3 comes in where the A is, and the 7 comes in at the very end on the E flat right there, and the 5 comes in right there. So what I can do now is put these lines in. So to put in lines, you can just draw a shape, which is in this menu, lines, solid line. So I can just draw a line here. And I'm going to go ahead and just select these two notes, and I'm going to draw a line between them. Because remember, you have to select something for Noteflight to know where to put whatever you're trying to draw. And then I can make that line go wherever I want it to go. All right, and I can just do the same thing here with more lines. Actually, I'll make 4 lines. All right, and each one I can just drag to where I want it to be. And now I've created Actually, it looks like I need to zoom in to make this look a little bit better. But just to get started, we'll go like this. And looks like I forgot one Roman numeral. The 5 needs to be right there. That's my problem. Let's delete that and extend this. And then one more line here from the 4 to the 3. And it looks like I made too many lines, which is fine. All right. So you can see that this is a little bit of a kludge, but this is a way you can make Roman numerals. You can also, I wanted to put a 7-6 suspension in here, so again, press the T, 7, 6. All right, and here's a 5, 4. All right, and this actually, I could use a longer, I could draw a line there to get it to be nice and long. Let's go ahead and do that. I can draw my line. And you can see this is now just kind of turning into cleaning things up. If I wanted to write passing tone, I believe this is going to be a passing tone, so just write passing tone. And I can just drag it right next to it. There we go. Whoops. Okay. All right. So this is an example of how you can make things look, and I believe that I've done everything. I believe that I've included all the things. So there you go. That's an example of how to make a theory project, and then if you want, you can export it. Remember, all the things that are in gray here will not export, so let's save it, and then you can export as a PDF and attach it to the assignment. And this is all I need you to do for the homework.